Beautiful start to this Tuesday morning, folks. Hope yours is off to a great start as well. We are in the kitchen with my buddy Chef David Ruiz from the Pueblo Harvest Cafe at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. So David, what are we making today?
So what we're going to be making is one of our main courses and one of our sides from our Thanksgiving menu.
Okay.
So we're going to have some beautiful Muscovy duck with a little bit of cranberry demi sauce, and I've already baked off our beautiful green chili corn casserole.
Green chili corn casserole. All right, well, let's start with the duck. You said that this is getting ready to go, so let's start with that, and we'll talk about the casserole in a second. So what have you done to the duck thus far?
So I just scored the duck. I lightly seasoned the duck, and I've already seared it off, but we'll finish it in the pan, and we'll slice it beautiful medium rare onto the plate.
Fantastic. Let's get to it.
Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're just going to add our cranberries into our already warm demi sauce cake.
Okay, now tell us what a demi sauce is for those that don't know.
So a demi-glace sauce is made from veal bones, and it's basically just a fortified sauce.
Okay.
A little bit thick. It's got some great flavor. We add the cranberry into it to give it a little bit of that sweet and tart to kind of go with it.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and we'll finish off our duck breast in our pan here.
Okay.
There we
now,
go.
how hot is that pan? Do we want it like a searing?
Yeah, you want it about medium. You want to get it.
okay.
You know, duck's got a lot of fat on it, so you don't want to get it too crazy, or it's gonna burn pretty quick.
Okay.
You basically just want to sear it off, kind of like light, like slow. Get that beautiful fat, a brown color.
Okay. So we're
Awesome.
looking for the brown color there.
Exactly.
Okay. All right, so now we're mixing this together. Let's talk a little bit about, you said that this is part of the Thanksgiving menu.
Exactly.
Is that right? So are you guys open on Thanksgiving?
We are open at Thanksgiving. We start serving at 10.
You are? Okay, fantastic. And then you've also got some other stuff going on this weekend as well, right?
Yeah, so we do our party in the fire room. So we do our oven-baked Orno pizzas there. We have live music every Friday and Saturdays. It's always a great time. I suggest if anyone's got nothing to do on a Friday or Saturday, come on down and have a good time.
Yeah, okay. And it's, for people that may not know this, because lived here my whole life, it took me a while to learn this. Pueblo Harvest Cafe, you are in the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center. So somebody drives by the Cultural Center,
exactly.
They say, well, where's Pueblo Harvest? We're inside of it.
Exactly.
Okay.
We have parking on the east and the west. Go ahead and come on inside, and way to the right, there's the Pueblo Harvest Cafe, and we have the cafe, and we also have the fire room in there as well.
Okay. So now what are we doing with the duck here? We flipped it over. Ooh, I got a little stung there.
There
Look at that.
we go. So the duck's just about done here. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and slice it.
Okay.
And we have a
Now, when we're
duck.
looking for duck here, and I'm looking in the middle of this, this is the kind of color we're looking for, a little bit of that red or a little bit of that pink.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's how I like my duck. Now, duck is much like beef. You know, some people have their preference on having it a little bit more well done or a little bit less well done. For me personally, the rarer the better.
The rarer the better.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then we'll go ahead and scoop on our beautiful demi-glace here with a little bit of cranberries.
Okay.
And there we go.
Now, one thing that I got to ask you, if folks are wanting to come out to Pueblo Harvest for Thanksgiving, do we need to make reservations, or are we booked up, or can we just drop in?
We're close to being booked up. We definitely can get people on a waiting list, but yeah, just go ahead and call and make a reservation.
Okay, fantastic. Now, after Thanksgiving, obviously the holidays coming up, a lot of family coming in. If we want to book the Pueblo Harvest, is it open? Can we book large parties there? Is it something that we can just do like small dining experience?
Yeah, exactly. So we have the cafe that's open every day, so you can come for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
Okay.
You can go ahead and call. We can get you out in the fire room for a bigger party for that as well. And then we have a beautiful New Year's menu coming up just as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, fantastic. So we're going to dive into this here in just a few minutes. But again, I want you to remind viewers where you guys are located. If they've never even been to the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, where are you guys located?
So the best way to describe it is it's on 12th Street, just north of I-40. We're the Pueblo Harvest Cafe inside the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center.
Okay, fantastic. And last but not least, I want to mention coming up December 10th, we have a 505 food fight going on.
Yes, we have the second round of the second semifinal, Rafael Zamora versus Elvis Benacomo.
Okay, fantastic. And of course, we all know Elvis here on Two Casa Style. For more information on the Pueblo Harvest Cafe at the Indian Pueblo Cultural Center, head over to casa.com. We're going to dive into this when we come back. Stay with us. That's amazing.
Thank you, Chad.
Yeah, it looks great.